Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Wild Chats, your home for everything animals. I'm Ryan. That is Maria, of course. And today's episode is going to be, we're going to call it dumbest animals, but it's not they're unintelligent. There's just some animals have a different way of looking at the world. They have a different perspective, a different definition of what dogging or catting or whatever species they are of how to do that properly. Um,
Properly. Okay.
Well, there's ways of hunting. There's and then animals they just see the world differently than we do. So, Mar, do you have any good examples that you can think of an animal that's just a little quirky, not like a species, like a specific, like okay, my friend had this dog and he would always walk backwards for some reason. I never understood why. Something like that.
Stories of something weird. Actually, all animals that I have encountered at this particular moment, animals that I have encountered have actually been relatively normal.
Quote unquote.
Pepita will be the only one that I'll be like, there are times where she's kind of weird. Sorry, I apologize. There are times where she's a little bit like, why are you doing that? But that's about it. I can't actually think of any critter in mind.
Okay, all right. Well, sometimes we think they're weird because they just do strange things, but then we forget that animals see the world a little bit differently than we do, like I was saying. So I'm wondering if this cat maybe I would have the same problem the first like 15 seconds, maybe. But then after like 30 seconds, I'm kind of like, how long is it going to take this guy to catch on? But then I forget that cat's vision and everything is a little different from ours. So apparently this was very confusing to the troop.
Oh,
I think
how
that's
adorable is that?
glorious. That thing is amazing.
That's very adorable. Actually, that
Uh-huh.
reminds me of a story with my cat.
Okay.
I wouldn't call my cats dumb by no means, shape, or
No,
form.
no, no.
But my cat, my male cat, his name is Apollo, and he used to play dumb.
Okay.
He would play dumb. So what he would do is he would actually sit near the neighbors had a feeding for birds, a bird
Okay.
feeder, and the seeds that will fall, the ducks will eat. Well, the cat will just sit literally at the bottom of the bird feeder and just act like he had nothing to do with him. And the ducks will get so upset, and he'll be like,
Because they wanted the food, but they didn't want to go near the cat, basically, is how it broke down.
exactly. And then he was just such a God bless his heart. He will also go to the neighbor's yard, to the neighbor's garage.
Okay.
He will actually sit there and let their dog bark like crazy. And he'll be like, me in their own garage. The dog could smell him, but he'll be like, yeah,
Little antagonizer.
he yes, he was a little bit of an antagonizer. So that's what I'm saying. He wasn't dumb, he was playing.
Yeah. And again, like I said, we're kind of the theme of the videos is dumb animals, but they're not fails necessarily. They're all kind of a variety of just, huh? That's kind
Mhm.
of what we're going with. But again, certain breeds of dogs or cats, but more often dogs, because dogs were bred for specific jobs for the most part. Cats not as much. But so there's I've talked about having Westies before, and they're like usually your smaller dogs are more for like digging up gophers and things like that. Like if you think of tiny dog, for the most part, they're probably to control like burrowing animals, typically.
Yes.
Um, but then there's different ways of trying to control those burrowing animals. And then when you're not one of those breeds that was actually bred to control those burrowing animals, you sometimes take a unique approach to how
Okay.
it is that you might possibly do this job. And this dog has his own way of going after the guys underground to make sure that they don't. There we go. That's it.
Oh, how adorable is that?
He's not going to dig. he's gonna find a spot, be curious, and then just go for it.
The funny thing is, I was waiting for where the hole was, or where there has to be a an indentation there for him to get his entire snout in the ground, but
Yes.
you just couldn't see it. Like, I was not looking. Even
No.
the second time you played the video, I was trying to see if I will see a little indentation, a little hole or something, and I
Yep.
couldn't.
Yep. Let's take another look. Let's see if we can come up with anything here. Let's give a
That's
little bit
very
of.
impressive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They got a little
No.
crabgrass. They need to take care of their lawn a little bit. No, just kidding.
I actually like grasses with a little bit of variety there. Like, to me,
Okay.
that's the perfect grass, because I'm not gonna
Okay.
be walking without shoes anyway. And all those different grasses, all those different flowers, they just bloom at different times. So if you get the
Mhm.
lawn cut once a month, then those little flowers get once a week. Then those little flowers get a chance to grow, and
Yeah.
um, yeah. So to me, they're actually pretty adorable.
Okay. If you guys have been checking out our fact videos over on Undiscovered Worlds, um, we're going to be doing a snow video. I'm not sure in relation to when this comes out and when that comes out, but there will be a snow video, and in it, Maria is talking about a snow leopard. And one of the facts that she gave everybody was how the snow leopard's tail is like 3 feet long, and it basically uses it to kind of wrap around itself to keep it warm.
Like a scarf.
Yeah, like a cat scarf. So sometimes though evolution, you're just not a snow animal. And I know when I was younger, my mom would always joke she wanted me to be tall. So she would pull on my legs, when I'm a baby to try to give me a couple extra inches later in life. So I ended up 6 foot, 6'1". So I think she did a pretty good job. But I feel like this cat wants to be a snow leopard, and it's using my mom's theory to get there. I think that might be what's going on here. It's the only thing I can think of.
Oh,
Why? I'm not quite sure why this worked out this way, but
how funny is that?
I've seen them follow their tail with their eyes, but not literally walk themselves by the tail. That one I've never seen.
I wonder what goes through a cat's mind to do that. It could be that they have usually what I read sometimes is if an animal has parasites or like things on their tail and they're itching a lot, then they'll become aggressive towards it, or they're very
Okay.
nervous. But it's just
Okay.
so interesting because he was literally walking his tail. He was really into the tail.
It's like he was almost pulling his tail ahead of his body, though. Like he was walking but pulling himself. I just
Yes, he was
the whole
dragging his tail.
mm-hmm. The whole dynamic was interesting to me. I don't know. I've never seen that. I've seen the clips of the cats that like follow their tail between their legs, and you're just like, how are you that
Yes.
mesmerized by your own tail? But I've never quite seen that before. That
No, and actually you'll see it more often on dogs. Like, it to me is more um like, when I think of what animal will chase their tail, or what animals will be more prone to pull their tail and literally walk it, I will actually think more of a dog than I will think of a cat.
okay, okay. Um, so we'll switch over to dogs, and one of my Westies was he's absolutely hilarious. So a lot of people know the reason dogs lift their legs to pee on things is because they want to seem bigger. They want to seem like this was a larger animal that came past here for defense or for general marking. There's a lot of purposes they would want to seem bigger.
And marketing too.
And marketing, no, that's the other channel, Maria. You're the marketing person on the other channel, and here you're the video forensic person. You have to keep your hat straight, Maria. You may have to actually
They're
give
a
me
little crooked.
yes.
It's too much red, too much red. That's what's going on.
Right. So my Bentley used to do this. He probably still does this. But he would basically like do a handstand to pee on stuff. So he could get as tall as he possibly could. Like it would be like 1 foot, and then he'd kind of start climbing it a little bit, and then he'd be doing this handstand, and then he would pee as high as he possibly could. And
I'm surprised he didn't ask you to pick him up.
uh, He might have been. That might have been a subtle hint that I just wasn't getting. But that would work great. You pick your dog up to pee, and then it's like half running down your arm because he missed, and then no, that wouldn't be fun.
And then you have to do this so you actually meet the purpose of for which it was intended.
Yeah, exactly. That's just I love my pets, but that's just going way too far. But this guy coming up next used the same strategy, but in a slightly different fashion.
Same, but different.
Same, but different. He's up and he wants to get as high as he can. He's trying to get as high as he can, but
he's doing
number 2. He's not number 1ing up the pole. He's number 2ing up the pole.
I saw that. Look how proud he is. Like that shot right there.
I know. What is this?
I am perplexed.
I have no idea.
He's so happy and proud of himself. Like right there, that shot. He's
so
yeah, I did it right.
Like, yeah, take that, pole.
I wonder why he did that. Maybe he's protecting the chickens that live there, the ducks.
I don't know if they sent that way, but that's definitely the only time I have ever seen that.
Yeah, that's really weird. Like I've never seen something like that. I wonder if there was such a big predator that he literally did his fans and he's trying to protect the others from it.
This isn't defensive. This is the predator's already there. But then why would he look so proud after the fact?
Because he did as high as he could.
That was absolutely hilarious.
I've never seen anything like that.
No, me neither. I don't know if you're gonna want to watch this one next, Maria. You're gonna be a little tense. I'm gonna warn you. You're gonna be a little nervous. Everybody out there also might be a little bit nervous. Again, just keep in mind, this isn't a fails video. See, the fails videos when they try something and they don't succeed. This is just more of they have a different way of doing things. So if you just keep that in mind, Maria, maybe this next clip will be a little less stressful for you. But
okay, I'll breathe into it.
Just breathe through it. And yes, that is a boiling pot and a cat. And if you could hear the audio, owner is basically going no, and they say there's certain people that can't learn. If they tell them the pot is hot, they have to touch it anyway. Fortunately, this guy was not one of those guys. Fortunately.
I love the look at the end.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm gonna do it, and I bet you the owner was like, "Stop! Like this guy's gonna go crazy there."
Let's see.
And you can almost hear the no. Nah.
He wants to so badly.
I wonder if pasta is boiling or potatoes.
It was something green. The reflection there looks green. I don't know that we ever get a really good shot inside to see what's boiling. That is a large flame. So yeah, something's boiling.
No, we don't get a good shot inside.
Here it comes.
Definitely something exciting.
It's something
You're
green.
Right, it looks like green.
Might be green beans or something like that, or yeah. But
and maybe the cat loves it and they're cooking it for him, and maybe that's why he's so excited.
Or he's just being feisty like your cat, causing problems, and it just wants to paw at it just because it can.
He was such a pain. I loved him. And the female, she was so sweet but very wild. And so if I will give them catnip, he will become very aggressive. So I had to be very careful. And cats, boy cats, get more out of the catnip. So we had to be careful and keep him away. Just give them enough, a little bit, but he will get a little aggressive with her. And she was sweeter and wilder, like she was a little bit more feral. So.
Well, but that's catnip is for boys because the scent is supposed to recreate a scent that smells like the females in heat. That's part of what makes it so attractive to them.
Okay.
So I don't think catnip is supposed to affect the males more than the females. That's what makes
it's intoxicating.
Yes. I don't. Did you ever try the star anise we talked about on the previous video?
No, I forgot about it. But you're
So I'm
right.
doing
I
some
need to do it.
hunting around, guys, and we found out that anise basically has the same effect on dogs as catnip has on cats.
But I wonder
Um,
if it works on male dogs more than it works on female dogs.
it might if it's supposed to have that same thing. If anybody out there, I don't know if you haven't commented already or haven't seen that video already, let us just know in the regular comments here what if you've ever tried to use anise with your dogs. And what response it got if it is anything like catnip, because Maria hasn't had the opportunity to try it, and we were both curious, and then we got sidetracked because we were busy doing this stuff for you guys, and then we didn't get around to trying it out. So hopefully one of you guys gave it a whirl, and you guys can let us know the effect it
Or
had.
have done it in the past and they found it to be very interesting.
So sometimes, I mean, we're doing dumbest animals. So I don't know if you've ever seen this. Is it? Oh, there we go. See, but the cat can't be dumb because the cat just stole some money.
He
But
did.
this clip was a little bit longer than the original version, and the cat was just sitting there while she counted the money like twice, and just sitting there and sitting there. So in my classification, the human is the dumb animal for continuing to do this, because you could tell the cat was waiting to pounce
Yes, yes, you can tell.
and borrow some money. And I love the counter at the bottom, so you can tell. I wish I would have let the clip run a little bit more, because then we could count how many bills he stole.
Yeah, I only see like 3, but I'm sure it's more than that.
It looks like about 3. Yeah.
How
That
hilarious is that?
first stop was the best stop, but
Yeah, the first one was better.
there's another one. You know what? I'm going to find it just because I think it's fun. Mar, entertain everybody for a second while I go find a clip from a different video that I was going to put it in.
No, having cats is a lot of fun if you really want to be entertained and working in rescue. Most people feel that if they should rescue one animal, one cat, but actually rescuing 2 would be if you want to see some fun playing. And when my cats will go upstairs, we had a 2-floor home, and above the TV room there was a bedroom with 2 twin beds, and the cats will play so much that it actually sounded as if they were football players upstairs, because it just was such a racket that they will cause, because they will jump from one bed to the other and play around. And that was just very entertaining. It wasn't definitely dumb. We eventually had to eliminate them from that room because it just felt like the floor was going to collapse. So like, I can't watch TV in full conscious knowing that those 2 cats are there and they're gonna break through the floor. And of course that wasn't gonna happen, but it just felt that way.
All right. So
And then Pepita hasn't done anything that I would consider. She's very manipulative, and I kind of like that about her,
yeah,
because
she's
I
smart.
love how animals they test, just like children are constantly testing us as humans and as parents or as uncles and teachers. So do pets. And this one is like, she acts very dumb, but she's not.
All right. So I have an alternative version of what we just saw, but the ending's a little bit different. A little bit different. I don't know where this cat came from to begin with, because I don't think it belongs to these guys. Look at that. Look at it, right on the ATM.
Oh, how cute is that?
Uh-huh.
He's like waiting for the money to come out.
There's more. There's more, but I'm gonna just rewind it so everybody gets the gist. We're at an ATM. He puts his card in. He does his thing.
Did the kid get the money?
Not yet. He
The
pulls his
kid is
card.
scared.
Most of them make you pull. Some make you pull your card first. Some make you pull your money first. So this is one of those where you pull your card first. And the cat was waiting, and he's not with them. I will tell you that much.
No, you can tell because the kid is not. Like, he pulls the card out, but we don't know if the ATM worked. But he looks like he's.
Now you can see the little light because the money's coming out, and now the cat's ready.
That is hilarious. The kid is like, I'm gonna let the money go away. Oh!
you guys
That was awesome at the end.
got it. All right, I'm out of here.
Love it. The kid was like,
The cat
it was
just had.
somewhere in the US because that was Boar's Head. That was a Boar's Head sign for
Yeah.
meat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't. Obviously, cats don't have thumbs, so they can't grab it. And the cat we saw in the previous video was able to just bite it and run away. But you could tell the cat was trying to find an angle because the money kind of slid out because it was a vertical. They have some of those that have slots and then it slides out vertical. And you could tell he was trying to figure out how he could get his hands on it.
And I think they wanted just to play with batting it because
Probably.
for a cat, the hunting instinct is so much that as soon as something moves, they want to bat it, they want to play with it. And I actually just found a new way to play with Pepita that I was very surprised about.
Okay.
I used to think just toss the toy and she'll run for it, but I'm finding out that she didn't want to play that way anymore. She actually likes cat-like hunting.
Okay.
So she actually waits like she's hiding from it and it comes out from an angle that she doesn't see where it's coming from. So it's as if it's surprising the animal. So what I've been doing is like running and hiding and then waiting for her to get to the corner and then tossing the animal. And then she actually goes for it.
Okay. Gotta spice it up as she gets older.
Yeah,
Like,
I was very surprised.
it's like regular fetch is boring now. And give me some extra. Give me some extra.
Yes.
All right. I am going to tell you a story, everybody. Since we were on dumb animals, and I said that includes humans because that lady just let that cat steal her money. I'm going to tell you a story, and Maria may not, well, I know she's not going to be proud of the story. And she may be ashamed of the story. But here's the story.
With me, what did I do?
No, it's not about Maria, everybody. I wanted her to think that for a second, but it does take place. It does take place in Colombia, and this is not representative of her entire culture. Please, everybody, don't think so. But there were some robbers. They decided they were going to go rob a convenience store. But you know, most robbers, what they know is you got to have a good getaway vehicle. So earlier in the day, like hours before the robbery, 12 hours before the robbery, they decided to find their getaway vehicle. And what they chose was Javi, the 10-year-old donkey. The 10-year-old donkey, was going to be these criminal thieves' getaway vehicle.
No.
Yes.
No. This is bad.
Yes. So they go to do their heist, and they succeed. And they steal, let me see, they stole food and rum. They didn't steal money, food and rum. I'm guessing these guys were a little rummed up when they concocted this plan to begin with. Because they had 12 hours. They could have gone and found many, many other options of getaway vehicles, like, I don't know, a bicycle even. So they go into the store, they steal their food and their rum, and they load it onto the donkey. Because you don't want to carry it, you got a donkey. It's a getaway vehicle. Well, if you guys have ever been to a lot of parts of Colombia, there's a lot of security, or they make the kids actually do like an internship as police officers. So there's a lot of law enforcement around. So they've taken their stuff, they've put it on their donkey, and at this point they're in the clear. But Javi doesn't want to cooperate. So not only does Javi not start moving forward, he's not their donkey, first off. He's probably wondering why he's even there, much less why is he going to take orders from these people. But he starts making a ruckus on top of not wanting to move. So the police that are oh so not far away, that didn't even know a robbery was happening, are then alerted to something happening thanks to Javi making so much of a ruckus at this point. And the guys were taken into custody thanks to their choice of getaway vehicles, and that definitely goes under dumbest animals, aka dumb human thieves.
And why? And they were from Colombia?
Yes, this whole thing took place in Colombia.
Like seriously, a bicycle, like you just said, walk, like walk. If you were able to rob something and you're carrying it, it would have been faster to leave the donkey, grab your stuff, and just go.
Yes. I forgot that the twist on the end is they actually realized the donkey was making a lot of ruckus and tried to get away. and then they left all their rum and all their food still on the donkey, and then got caught after that. So it was kind of like they succeeded in absolutely nothing. They managed to get the stuff out of the store. That was about the only success, because every other step of that plan or process.
No, this is bad.
Oh,
This is bad.
sorry. I didn't think I would tell that story and you'd be glowing with pride, so I wanted to make sure that...
No, thank you.
Yes. All right. I have one more for everybody. We've got one more funsies. Let's see. There we go. Oh, we're not on screen. There we are. Oh wait, no, that's our cat. Sorry, wrong one. That's our ATM cat.
That's the robbery cat.
This
I just love how the boy jumped.
Uh-huh. This cat is going to do a little different style hunting. This one's going to be a little different. Yeah, he's on a beam, and that's a bird inside the house.
Oh, no.
And he's going to get the bird. But first, he's got... Oh, he's okay, by the way. He's okay.
Sorry, I alerted Peeps to my...
You think it's going to go one way when you see the bird in the window, and then the owner talks to the cat right there, like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Drop it, but not drop yourself. Drop it.
By the owner.
Oh, God bless that little kitten.
Had it not gone that way, it almost felt like it was going to jump for the bird. Like that.
It would have probably gone worse.
You can see that internal struggle of like, but I want that thing. But I want that thing. But my job is to stop that thing.
That thing looks delicious.
Exactly. And nutritious. It's got to be mine. Come on.
Should taste like chicken.
I don't know. I've never eaten one. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, but that probably could have actually gone worse if the cat would have jumped.
Yes, exactly. And the cat ended up okay, everybody. And we also have another philosophy on this channel. If you haven't heard it, Maria made a really good point at the very early beginning of this channel. If your animal got hurt or harmed in some way, you're probably not going to be posting the video on social media. We don't regularly want that stuff out there if our if our animal is harmed. So we also run with that philosophy. So if you guys ever see clips on this channel, it's a safe assumption 99.9999% of the time that the animal is perfectly fine. And if it wasn't, we weren't aware of it because we would never show anything of the animals.
Yeah, especially pets. Like you can almost be assured that the pets, if you're posting that video, they're okay. I'm not sure how people feel with wild animals. So I'm always a little bit more cautious when it comes to wild animals because you just don't know. But some of the clips you can definitely tell everything is fine. You know, fail or things like that. I think there have been, I don't think there has been a video that you're like, oh no, this is gonna end bad. That was done on purpose. So,
yeah. That's the other point too. People kind of set up some of these scenes and stuff sometimes, but I pick them just because I think they're in general curious. And then we have a video coming up in the future that's basically just owners WTF. So it's basically just owners doing weird stuff to their animals and posing them, and just you're like, what were you thinking when you made this life choice to then videotape this and put this on the internet? But then clearly a show like ours found it and picked it up and showed it, so you probably succeeded in whatever your goal was. But that's how that one's going to go. But that one's a little ways into the future, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys had some fun with it. I hope the title Dumbest Animals didn't throw you off. I just didn't know how to classify some of these. Some are poor life choices. Some are fails. Some are just failure to dog.
Poor life choices.
To cat. But that's kind of how we went. Guys, do us a favor. Please hit the subscribe button. It really helps us get the content out there. And I'm saying a lot all of a sudden. Like,
I noticed. Yeah.
Click the subscribe button. Hope you enjoyed the show. We're going to go to the after show, so subscribers, go over there. If you have any comments, go ahead and post them for us. We'd love to read them. Talk to you guys later.
Bye.
No more ums.